Welcome to Story Lab. This week, we're talking about a battle that called for a little extra cooperation. So, why don't we work together to open up the show? Okay. Welcome to the show. Everyone, hey, that's my line.
What are you doing?
Hey guys, I'm Skylar.
And I'm Sebastian.
And I'm Puppet Skylar. And I'm Puppet Sebastian.
This month, we're talking about the way God created us to work with others.
And all things we can do better together. Okay, I gotta ask, what's with the puppets?
You don't like your mini-me?
I didn't say that, but those are clean socks, right?
I have like 20 pairs. Besides, who can wear that many socks?
Well, sock puppets aren't really my thing.
You can be two people at once! Besides, we are awesome!
Okay.
And if I stretch a little, you can have 3 characters.
Okay, I don't
And if I stretch my other foot, then I can maybe get...
Skylar! Story Lab isn't a one-person show.
Oh.
But there are some kinds of puppetry that require teamwork.
I'm listening.
One form is bunraku puppetry from Japan. It's hundreds of years old. The puppets are usually about 4 to 5 feet high. Because the puppets are so big, it usually takes 3 people to control it. One does the legs, another does the left arm, and the other does the head and right arm.
How do they operate it without turning it into a puppet pretzel?
You want to build one and find out?
Of course!
Let's make it! Today, we're gonna make our very own 2-person puppet.
To start, you'll need 3 dowel rods about 4 feet long, at least 3 large pieces of cardboard, and some scissors or a craft knife.
You'll also need a marker, duct tape, a stapler, art supplies for decorating, an adult-sized long-sleeve shirt.
Step 1. Lay out 1 piece of cardboard and using a marker, draw the shape of the head you want.
Step 2. Using a large pair of scissors or a craft knife or even some tin snips, cut out the head.
Warning! Always get a grown-up to help when you use sharp tools.
What he said.
Step 3. Take 1 of your dowel rods and stick it to the back of the head using duct tape. The stronger, the better. Voila!
Step 4. Draw and cut out the hand in the same way you did the face. You can use a template if you have one.
Step 5. Attach your other dowel rod to the bottom of the hand using the duct tape. Like this. High five.
I gotta hand it to you. These rods sure are handy.
Step 6. Put the rod with the head down through the top of the shirt and then either tape or staple the top of the shirt to the bottom of the head. And then you're gonna do the same for the dowels with the hands and the shirt sleeves.
Step 7. Decorate your face. For this part, you can cut out a piece of cardboard and craft paper into a shape of an eyes, a nose, or even a mouth. Or whatever.
And in honor of our Showtime theme, I have a design that's perfect for this occasion.
Welcome to the dramatic world of Story Lab.
A place filled with wonder and with fun.
Did you hear about the lizard who lost his tail?
Oh no! Whatever happened to him?
He went to sell t-shirts and it grew right back.
How did selling t-shirts make his tail grow back?
Because now he works in retail.
Wow, working together has been something. But now it's time for...
The story before the story.
Today, we're in the book of Exodus, which tells the story of God's people.
The Israelites have been enslaved in Egypt for hundreds of years.
They cried out to God, and God sent a man named Moses to help them.
God freed the Israelites and led them through the Red Sea and into the wilderness.
God's presence guided the people in a giant pillar of cloud. And God gave them food from heaven and water from a rock.
But even though the Israelites were free now, life in the wilderness wasn't easy.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Erica. Hope you're ready for a little drama because today's story is full of more ups and downs than a theme park roller coaster. As the Israelites traveled into the wilderness, a group of people called the Amalekites came out to attack them. But God's people had no experience in fighting battles. Moses appointed a man named Joshua to lead the army.
Choose some of our men, then go out and fight against the Amalekites. Tomorrow I will stand on top of the hill, holding the walking stick God gave me.
Now, you should know, Moses' walking stick was special. God had once turned his staff into a snake and back again, and also told Moses to raise it up high to part the Red Sea. As the inexperienced soldiers prepared for battle, they probably felt completely overwhelmed.
Oof, this is so heavy. Is there a right way to hold a sword?
When morning came, the two armies met on the field of battle, while Moses, his brother Aaron, and their friend named Hur stood atop the nearby hill. Moses raised his hands with the staff, and the battle went well for God's people.
We've got him on the ropes now, boys!
But as Moses grew tired and lowered his arms, the Israelites had a bad time.
Whoa! Help!
But, as you can imagine, Moses put his arms right back up in the air. And sure enough, the Israelites began to win again. But as the battle continued through the heat of the day, it became harder and harder for Moses to keep his hands up.
Look at him. He's gonna drop.
Moses can't do this alone.
Aaron and Hur found a large rock for Moses to sit on. Then, they stood alongside and held his arms up for him. Once again, the battle went well for God's people. And by the end of the day, they defeated the Amalekites completely.
Victory is ours!
God gave Moses a way to help the Israelites by raising his arms up high. But Moses couldn't do it alone. Instead, Aaron and Hur worked together to help Moses and all of God's people win the battle. The end!
So Aaron and Hur saw Moses was struggling.
And when they helped him, they helped the armies of Israel too. That's so cool.
I call it a win-win.
So, what's our part in the story?
Well, just like Moses' friends saw when he needed help, we can pay attention and jump in when our friends need help. That's one way to cooperate.
Cooperation is working together to do more than you could do alone.
Like maybe you've got a friend who's really stressed about a math test. You could help them study.
And you could ask other friends to encourage them too.
That's a good one.
Or it could be helping a younger sibling get ready for school in the morning.
You could tie their shoes while your grown-up packs lunches.
Then you help everyone get out the door on time.
It might be as simple as inviting a new kid to sit at your lunch table so you and your friends can help them feel welcome together.
It's basically keeping your eyes open for ways to cooperate.
Exactly. When we follow Jesus, God sends the Holy Spirit to live with us. So you can ask God to give you opportunities to help others.
And the patience to cooperate with them.
Thank you for cooperating with us today.
You bet. See you next time.
Bye. So here's the thing. Work together to help someone succeed.
Whether it's helping a classmate with schoolwork,
Or just brightening someone's day.
speaking of helping,
Care to help me close out, Puppet Skylar?
You know it, Puppet Sebastian.
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time. I think you do the voice better.
I agree.
High five. Yeah, that works.
To be. Or not to be. That is the question. To be or not to be? That is the question. To be or not Toby! That is the question. Toby or not Toby, that is the question. Toby! You know, I've learned to expect the unexpected with you, but I never expected to find you in the dark reciting Shakespeare. Reciting what? Yeah, that's a monologue from Shakespeare's Hamlet, right? To be or not to be, that is the question. Oh, no, I'm just trying to decide what kind of pasta I want to eat. To be or not to be. The decision causes me quite a bit of angst. See, this one is to be. It's a tube. Brandon? What if I'm up there and I forget what I'm supposed to say?
Oh, you say line, and then someone will tell you what comes next.
What?
Hold on. Hey, everybody, I'm Brandon.
And I'm... Line?
John! And you're watching the So-and-So...
Line?
Show! It's the So-and-So show. John is a little nervous today. He's got this...
Yeah, I've been asked to recite a poem at the annual Community Arts and Culture Festival this weekend from memory.
And you're gonna do great. You memorize things all the time. Hey, don't you know the first 100 digits to the number pi?
Who doesn't know that?
Okay, but when you go grocery shopping, you never take a list. You buy what you need from memory.
Oh, well, that's because I use a mnemonic device. You know, like Oscar exercises caution because lions prefer nougat. Each word represents an item on the grocery list that starts with the same letter. For instance, Oscar equals oranges, exercises, eggs, caution, cheese, because equals bread, or is it butter, or is it balsamic vinegar? Oh, I'm gonna fail.
Not if I can help it. Please welcome someone who knows stuff. Oh, hello. Thank you so much for coming. Please have a seat.
It would be my pleasure.
For our viewers, could you tell us who you are and what you know?
Certainly. My name is Millicent Protzig, and I know all about...
Miss Protzig? What are you doing here?
Jonathan, when I was told that one of my former drama pupils was in peril, I made haste to offer succor.
You brought me a sucker?
Help. It means help, Jonathan. I'm here to help. So, what poem are you tasked to recite?
Oh, all things bright and beautiful.
Excellent. I should look forward to hearing it. Why don't you stand over here?
Okay.
And Brandon and I will be your audience.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, there's no reason to fear. Should you feel anxious, you can just imagine your audience in funny costumes.
Oh, okay, I'll try.
Proceed, Jonathan.
Okay, this is all things bright and beautiful. All things bright and... Line!
Oh, situation is much more dire than I anticipated. I shall require your help.
Really? You need my help? Well, I guess it makes sense. I've done a lot of Shakespeare in my day, you know. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Creeps in this petty face.
Yes, very nice. I'm going to need you to find me some poster board and some felt tip pens.
On it!
Ow! Jonathan, as you can see, Brandon and I have worked together to create flashcards to aid your memory. Each card has the beginning of a phrase. Should you be able to correctly finish the phrase, as a reward, you will receive one single miniature marshmallow.
Oh, I love this game. Yeah.
We're gonna do a couple of practice rounds before we get to your poem.
Okay, here we go.
Twinkle, twinkle, little
Star?
Actions speak louder than...
Words.
Yeah.
Huh.
Here we go. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna...
Run around and desert you.
Boom.
Now you're getting it. Let's move on to your poem. All things bright and...
Beautiful.
All right, here we go. All creatures great and...
Small.
All things wise.
And wonderful.
The
Lord God made them all. Yes, I'm getting it. I'm remembering. Thank you so much, Mrs. Protzig, and thank you too, Brandon. Thank you both.
You're welcome. I knew you could do it.
Marshmallow. Marshmallow.
What? Yeah, I got it.
Hey, it's Bible story time with Kellen. Marshmallow.
Oh, more.
Yeah, more.
Hey fellas, how's the poetry memorizing?
It's going great, thanks to Miss Protzig and Brandon. I'm feeling much better.
Wonderful. I love it when friends work together to help one another.
I bet that reminds you of a story from the Bible.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Of course it does.
Then take it away, Kellen.
I have the perfect story about cooperation from the book of Exodus. Okay, the Israelites had been enslaved in the land of Egypt. Then God led a man named Moses to rescue them. Some time after that, they spent years traveling on their way to a beautiful land that God had promised to give them. But it wasn't an easy trip. And here are some people to tell you about it.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to BSN, the Bible Sports Network, bringing you the most exhilarating sporting events the Bible has to offer. I'm Mickey Hutch, and joining me as always is retired heavyweight wrestling champion Harvey the Brick Brickowski.
Yeah! It's good to be back. I love sports. I love the Bible. I'm a big fan of yours, Mick, but you know what I'm looking forward to most?
I can guess.
SmackDown! Yeah!
I expect you'll get your wish today, Brick, because there is trouble brewing in a place called Rephidim.
Yipes.
The Amalekites have come out to face the Israelites in battle.
Oh, okay, this should be a good match. The Amalekites are a tough bunch, but the Israelites are a good team too, so, what? Hey, no, watch out!
Brick, I'm being told we have the leader of the Israelites standing by for an interview. Hello, Moses. Mickey Hutch, PSN. Can you tell us a little bit about today's battle?
I can. We were traveling through the desert on our way to the Promised Land when we stopped here at Rephidim to rest, and then out of nowhere, the Amalekites attacked us.
Man, yeah, that was a dirty move. Coach Moses, the Brick here. What's the game plan for the battle? Do you have any tricks up your sleeves?
Oh, yes. I'll tell you what I told Joshua this morning. Joshua's leading the army. I told him to take some men out to fight the Amalekites. And while they're doing that, I'm going to stand on this hill and hold up this walking stick over my head.
That's the plan. That's the whole plan, huh?
Yes. God gave me this stick.
Alrighty then.
All right, thank you, Moses. We'll check back in a little later in the broadcast.
Yeah, this is not gonna end well. It's a SmackDown!
You might be right, Brick, but it's a little too early to call. There's still a lot of battle to be fought. We'll check it out right after this.
Right after this!
Wow. Yeah. So the Amalekites attacked the Israelites and they went to battle. And the Israelites' leader Moses had a plan. The plan was to stand on a hill holding up a staff that God gave him while they fought. Doesn't sound much like a plan unless you think about this. God was able to turn Moses' staff into a snake this one time. And another time, when Moses raised his staff, God split an entire sea in half. The Israelites had seen God do some amazing things with Moses' ordinary-looking walking stick.
And we're back.
Oh, well, let's see what happened next.
The battle is underway. Tell us what we're looking at, Brick.
Well, Mick, believe it or not, the Israelites are winning this battle, and easily too. Look at those Amalekites retreat. Wow.
And I think I know why, Brick. Look.
Dude, the dude's holding up a stick. That doesn't have anything to do with the battle. No offense to his coaching skills, but there's got to be a better plan. His arms are tired.
I can't say for sure if it's a good plan or not, Brick, but what I can say is that the Israelites are winning this. Hold on a moment. We're getting an update from the field. The Amalekites are taking control.
Wait. I don't understand. The Israelites have the game in the bag.
Could it be because...
It's just a stick.
But Brick...
A stick!
And now the Israelites are... No, the Amalekites... The Israelites... The Amalekites... The Israelites are winning again!
How is this possible?
The battle continued for some time in the same way. Whenever Moses had his staff in the air, the Israelites were winning the battle. When his hands weren't in the air, well, the Israelites started to lose. Moses needed some help, and fast.
Come on, Israelites! You can't lose this! Go, smack down! Smack down!
They're running out of time, Brick.
Raise your stick, coach! The stick!
Don't look now, Brick, but I think there's still hope for the Israelites. Moses is getting some help.
Look, those two dudes, they're giving Moses a rock to sit on. Oh, and they're holding up his arm!
I'm being told that is Moses' brother Aaron and their friend Hur.
Wow!
The Israelites are chasing the Amalekites all the way off the battlefield. They have won this battle.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah! Wow! I never doubted it for a second, Mick. Smackdown!
Talk about clutch. Aaron and Hur came in the bottom of the ninth and worked together to help Moses succeed.
You got that right, Mick. Yay, God gave Israelites a huge victory today.
Yes, that's all the time we've got. Thank you for tuning in to BSN with Harvey the Brickowski. I'm Mickey Hutch. See you next time.
Yeah, see you next time. Whoa!
I think we can call that a miracle, don't you? All it took was for Moses to hold up a staff, and God made it possible for the Israelites to win that battle. And to just see that cooperation, amazing, right?
I know. Aaron and Hur saw Moses needed some help, and they stepped in to hold up his arm.
Yeah, it's like when you and Miss Protzig saw that I needed help.
That's actually really important. In both cases, someone saw that help was needed. They were on the lookout for someone in need. And then they worked together to help. We can all do that. We just have to keep our eyes open for people who are in need of something and be willing to work together.
That's a great story, Kellen. Thanks.
Yep, I'll see you.
Brandon, thank you so much for working with Miss Protzig to help me memorize the poem. I feel way more confident now.
No problem, my friend. You do the same for me. Hey, you feel confident enough to take this next part?
Absolutely. Reveal the line.
Seriously?
No! Reveal the question! Who do you work well with?
Well, that's a good question, because if you're going to cooperate with someone, it's good to know who you work well with. Is it a friend or someone in your family?
Or maybe you work well with people who like things that you like. Or maybe you work well with people who are totally different from you.
Maybe you're the kind of person who works well with everybody.
Yeah, talk about it together.
And we'll see you next time on the
So-and-so Show!
I haven't seen that battle ever.
No, this is a rerun.
Oh, that's right. Man, this was way better than last time.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small.
Yeah.
He made their tiny wings. He gave us eyes to see them and lips that we might tell how great is God Almighty, who has made all things well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
See you next time.
Man, that was good. Oh.